I think our guys understood that it was a big opportunity to be able to come in here and try to take a 2-game lead in our division with 2 left. We know that the mission isn't accomplished yet. We got a great challenge next week, but I think the guys understood coming off a tough loss what it was going to take to come in here and get a win, and they were ready to go. They had a great week of preparation. I thought our coaches did a great job getting these guys ready, and then the players ended up delivering in a big way today. So very pleased, and it continues to demonstrate kind of that mental toughness that we talk about, responding the right way after you face some adversity, and that's why you have to love this football team.
3rd and 20 now. They'll just run it to Gurley. He's got a monster hole. Todd Gurley. He's got the first and more. Todd Gurley all the way. 57 yards on 3rd and 20. 3rd down and 10. Got past time. They get it out of the backfield. Gurley's going to walk in. Todd Gurley has his 4th touchdown today. And it's 40-0.
Goddamn right.
Oh, exactly who I'm dealing with. Bring it on. Bam! There you go. Now get your little legs together. Now go sit and reflect.
Bradley McDougal. Rams a little bit of celebrating. They deserve it today.
Welcome to another Clash of the Horns. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I appreciate the feedback and the love I've been getting from you guys for the past couple of videos. I really appreciate it, but this is a special one, and I know you guys love this as much as I do. And payback, Rams obliterate the Seattle Seahawks without any remorse, and I loved every second of it. The Rams really took it to Seattle, and this is a shift in the passing of the torch for the NFC West and the future of the NFC West. And the Rams played a dominating performance this game. They dominated on defense, offense, and special teams. Every single aspect of this game, the Rams dominated. We got to start off from the very beginning, and a player that I have to give the utmost respect, and I have been saying, LaMarcus Joyner is second to Aaron Donald when it comes to being disruptive in the defense. LaMarcus Joyner hits their receiver, and it makes them fumble, and then we recover the ball, and that's when the scoring started right away, man. And the Rams defense is one of the best teams when it comes to creating turnovers and then having the Rams offense score on those turnovers. So that's one of the reasons why they are 10-4, because this defense is just elite, and they really brought it to the Seattle Seahawks. And there is no question, without a doubt, the Rams are the better team and have been the best team in the NFC West this year. Without a doubt, from the very beginning. And if you guys go back to that first game against Seattle, everything that had to go wrong went wrong to lose that game. And I even get credit to the Seahawks, because we screwed up. We didn't have our minds set to win that game, and we were making a lot of mistakes, and they capitalized on the mistakes. And when we had the opportunity to win the game in the end of that, in the very end, with Cooper Kupp dropping that touchdown pass, I said, we will beat this team in Seattle, and we beat the crap out of this team in Seattle. I mean, I loved every second of it, but man, oh man, did I just start laughing about how many times the Mob Squad, the Rams defensive line and front seven, went after Russell Wilson the whole game. He looked like he was Forrest Gump out there running for his life, and the Rams were just there to sack him. I think they sacked him about 7 or 8 times, and man, this team is balling right now, on fire. They're not even on fire, it's hot lava right now. And one of the things as well is you got to give credit to Sean McVay and what he has been able to do with this team, from going 4-12 to 10-4, and one game away from winning the NFC West and clinching the division and going to the playoffs. Has to have my vote for Coach of the Year, but that will be for a later video. I'm going to make a video about his accomplishments this year. But the way that he coached this team and inspired this team, and also there was a part in the game where Seattle was just playing dirty, man. They were trying to get our guys suspended. We were whooping on them, and Coach McVay calls his defense and goes, hey, man, we're winning this game. Keep your eyes on the prize and let's win it. Don't let these guys get the upper end. Don't let them get you suspended or get you in a fight and get you out of here. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure to keep your mind right and stay focused. And after that, the Rams were just balling out. I mean, this is one of the most dominating games I have seen the Rams play since probably the Colts game in the beginning of the year and the time the Rams beat the Raiders 52-0. This is what this game felt like, but with an actual offense on the field. And we even and I think we showed mercy by getting Todd Gurley out of there, getting Jared Goff out of there, and just kind of running the clock down. You know, Sean McVay is the future of the league when it comes to head coaches. Todd Gurley is the future of the running backs, and he's the current MVP, in my opinion, when it comes to the league. And Jared Goff is going to the Pro Bowl this year. He has been phenomenal, and one of the reasons why the Rams and Rams fans should be happy, because this team is going to be good for a very long time. This team is made up right now with young talent, with a phenomenal coaching staff to be very good for a very long time. Remember, this is the beginning of the Rams dominating the NFC West. And I have been saying this from the very beginning, and I even was very excited when the Rams got Sean McVay, because I knew what he was doing. He was creating a foundation for the Rams' success in the future. He brought in coaching staff. He brought in Matt LaFleur, Greg Olsen, QB's coach, Wade Phillips, a legendary defensive coordinator, and had the talent already on the team. He just needed someone to put it all together. So now that being said, the passing of the torch, Seattle Seahawks were not going to win this game, mainly because of injuries. And trust me, we had our fair share of injuries, and we had a fair share of last year as well, when Seattle clinched the NFC West in Seattle against the Rams. We didn't have a head coach, we didn't have an offense, we had players that were already injured, and I didn't say anything. And I think it's fair to say that the Seattle Seahawks fans should at least be respectful and accepting the fact that the Rams were the better team throughout this season. And not only that, but they were outcoached, outmaneuvered, and outperformed in this game. And what a way to beat Seattle in Seattle, to get that step closer and clinch the NFC West. And I'm excited for this team. One thing as well, this defense played lights out, defensive line lights out. I mean, they were just manhandling that offensive line, holding calls on Aaron Donald, who should be Defensive Player of the Year. And there was this one play where Aaron Donald got held by two offensive linemen, still sacked Russell Wilson. And it was just like, wow, this guy makes it look easy. This is why that guy should get paid. He needs to get paid this season. Do whatever you got to do and pay the man, because he deserves every single penny of it. And Aaron Donald has been a monster for the Rams this whole season. I think he has about 10 sacks already, and he's in a 3-4, and they double team him every single time, which allows the rest of the team to get sacks as well. That's why Robert Quinn was such a good player today, because they were double teaming Aaron Donald, and he just went around the left tackle and just literally ate Russell Wilson's lunch this game. So I also want to talk about one player, and I think the one player that I felt was the most underrated player in this game, and it is a player that came in for Kayvon Webster, Troy Hill, who, for me, I didn't think he has what it takes to fill that role, but he shut me up today and showed me about how big of a hater I am. So Troy Hill played phenomenal. I mean, when Russell Wilson throws those deep throws down the field in the hopes for a pass interference call or a miracle catch by Baldwin, Troy Hill wasn't having it today, and he deflected those passes, and he was covering very well and tackled very well, and I think he had one of his best games today. So it can also helps when you have a pass rush that the Rams have, but he still played very well and was very phenomenal. I mean, and then the Rams offense, he had Todd Gurley balling out the whole game, and Todd Gurley had one of the best games of his career today, had about 24 touches, 180 total yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, and 1 receiving touchdown. I mean, come on, man. Todd Gurley is the best running back in the NFL without a question. And even though there are other candidates out there, Todd Gurley is the most complete back. So another fun stat, since 1970, the AFL and NFL merger, Todd Gurley is the 4th player to have 150 rushing touchdowns, 150 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, and a receiving touchdown. And the other guys are Darren McFadden, Larry Johnson, Marshall Faulk, and Fred Taylor. So he's in good company, and you guys should be very excited for this Rams team. I'm very excited. And like I said, the Rams dominated the Seattle Seahawks. They have the Tennessee Titans next, who just lost to the Niners, and an overrated Titans team. Overrated Titans team. I do not fear this Titans team. And then we have the San Francisco 49ers, who have found ways to beat teams, but they're very bad teams. So I really feel like we can beat the Niners and finish the rest of the year 12-4. 12-4. Imagine that, from 4-12 to 12-4. This has been an amazing year to be a Rams fan, and hopefully you guys really, really, really appreciate the hard work and dedication Sean McVay has been able to do, the rest of the coaching staff, and all these players on this roster. So to you guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Horns up. Whose house? Rams house. Whose division? Our division. And just to let you guys know, I appreciate every single fan that watches these videos, that likes, shares, subscribes.
I feel like I gotta get out of here.
You know what? I'm not to sound negative, but the first quarter, I was like, you know what? It's already done. It's already done. We threw a pick. I forgot who it was. I think it was Jimmy Grant. Caught the ball, dropped it, and it was a pick. And after that, the Rams just kept going in. Todd Gurley had about like 3-4 touchdowns. Our pass rushers are amazing. How do we not stop the run game?
You pay a lot of money for these tickets. You didn't want to stick it out.
You know what? I have better things to do.